I am with S. Lee, and the reason why S is on the call is because he is one of my partners in the artificial intelligence side of things, or the agent side of things, where we are building out agents for businesses that will help them to make their life easier, but more importantly, help them generate more revenue. And the way that we do that is by making sure that all the phone calls are answered within 30 seconds and all the message leads are responded to within 30 seconds. What that allows these businesses to do is it allows them to generate more leads. You're a business, or you're a local business, white collar and blue collar. There's plumbers, electricians, contractors, etc. And all those verticals can run what's called Google local service ads. And when you run Google local service ads, you only pay for the phone calls or the message leads that you get.
Yep. So I just Googled electrician, and basically the top search result was local service ads, sponsored electricians, and the first calls to action are book and get telephone number.
If you really want to generate more leads and get to the top of Google, like you're seeing, you're literally at the very top of Google, then Google local service ads is the way to go. There's two places that people can find your business when they do a search if you're a local business. Number one is at the top there, which is the Google Screen or Google Guaranteed, or otherwise known as Google Local Service Ad section. And then the other section is the section down below that is optimized for local businesses. These are the only two local optimized campaign types. Let's just translate it into English. Places that you can show up on the first page of Google is either in the Google Local Service Ad section or on the map section down below. If you show up in both, you actually almost double the likelihood that somebody's going to call your business.
There's the sponsored ads, yep, and then there's the organic ones.
Exactly. So the sponsored is the Google local service ads at the top. You pay for those phone calls, and the lead volume can be turned on like a faucet, like immediately, because you're paying for those inbound phone calls. The organic, so to speak, is what S is showing right now, which is the Google Maps section. And there's only 3 businesses, we call it the 3-pack typically, that are shown on that first page for both the local service ad section and the map section. And if you're showing up in both, they work synergistically together because people see that you're up at the top and that you've got that Google guaranteed checkbox, and they see that you're down below on the maps, and they see that you're organically ranked, and then you're going to get a lot of phone calls. So if you have any questions, please let us know. I will tell you though, this is a very important fact, that about 30 to 40% of people will select from the Google local service ad section. I'd say 20 to 30% or 30% of people will select from the maps. And then the other remaining will select from the sponsored regular pay-per-click ads, which are below the Google local service ad, which is very important for you as a business owner to note and to identify. That the pay-per-click, where you pay per click, you don't pay per phone call, okay? You're paying per click. I would much rather pay per phone call because I don't care about clicks, you know?
Yeah, so this one is a pay-per-click.
Yeah.
It's right below your local service ads, pay-per-click, then organic and business, and they're blending that in a bit.
If you go to the map section down below like he's doing, and then you click to go to more businesses, you can see now they're infusing the Google local service ads into the Google Maps section so that you're effectively choosing from Google local service ads businesses and not just Google organic businesses or Google business profile businesses. So yeah, very, very good point there for people to identify. And here's the main thing, guys, is what are the 2 options that people have to connect with these businesses, whether it's on Google local service ads or Google business profile? It's either call or message. And that's it. And most small business owners don't have the time, energy, or effort to actually answer the phone because they're wearing many hats or they're actually doing the service themselves. And so that creates a very poor experience for people that are finding businesses on the Google platform. So Google doesn't want that. Google wants for people that find businesses on their platform to have a great experience. And that's why it's so important that the phone calls and the messages are responded to in 30 seconds or less. Because who likes to make a phone call to a business and then have to wait to get a hold of somebody, or have to go to a voicemail, or to send a message lead and have it responded to a day later? Google keeps track of this. You can see if you go to the local service ad section, it'll say typically replies in minutes or typically replies in days. So who do you think is going to get most of the leads that are message leads? It's going to be the businesses that actually typically reply in minutes. And I can tell you the only way that you're consistently going to be able to do that is if you have an AI agent that responds instantly, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You're going to get better results. You're going to get a higher conversion rate, and you're ultimately going to make more money. So if you have any questions, please post them. We'd love to respond to any questions that you have.
I got a question for you. Why do you think the message leads are half the price of the phone leads?
Yeah, I think the message leads are half the price because I think Google is trying to incentivize businesses to actually use the messaging platform because Google can sell that same lead 4 times. And here's what you guys got to understand is when somebody fills this sheet out right here, they send their name, email, phone number if they want to. And then on the next screen, if you fill this out, we'll make it so that they're not going to have to pay for it anyway. But if you submit this, watch what happens on the next screen. There you go. If you would like to send this same lead to these other businesses, just tick the box here for the businesses that you'd like to send this same message to, and we'll send it to them as well. And by the way, you can see that those businesses are businesses that typically reply very quickly. So this is the flywheel that you get as a business owner when you use an agent to respond to these leads. And even though Google is actually charging you half price, they're actually making that same half price amount 4 times. This is really the reason why. It's a great question. And this is where you can help give Google what it wants so you can get what you want. The problem is that most businesses don't know all the rules of the game. And that's why we're educating businesses so that, you guys can use these tools, leverage these tools. You can try to implement them yourself. The question is, what's your time best used for? Is it to set up these agents or is it to run your business? And the best use of your time is to do what you do best.
So in a way, that's where the AI agent works kind of like the best of both worlds. You want some structure around it to collect the information that you as a business want, but then you want flexibility for the customer to be able to ask questions. Do you offer discounts? Like how late are you open till, right? Yeah. And an AI agent that is trained on a business can relay that information.
What is the zip code at the location where the oven is?
I'm actually, I don't know the zip code, but I'm located in Kissimmee.
Okay, no problem. Kissimmee is within our service area, so we can definitely send a technician out to take a look at your oven.
This can really not only save you time, it can also save you money and then also make you more money by getting you more leads, like I said. So the key is to work with an agency that knows how to set up the AI. It's important to have an agent there ready to take these calls when somebody is ready to call your business, And so I think it's really important for people to see that. If you guys have any questions or comments, post any questions that you have on the video. If you want to get a hold of us and have us do an audit, you can text audit to the 619-304-5155 for a free audit of your local service ads. We do help businesses to generate another $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a month through the optimization of their Google local service ads and their Google business profile pages. This is one of the strategies that we implement in order to get those results. And it's one that nobody's really using right now. So anyway, thanks, S, and we'll see you guys later. Talk soon.